Hey, I just wanted to hop on here real quick and, discuss how I've been feeling lately, because I really did chase a career that, honestly, at this point, I don't even want anymore because of external forces. Like, to have my work be stolen again, to have my ideas just be stolen, it's just like, people cease to amaze me that they want to like hide on this illusion that they're not into self-gratification, but they are. And I swear it must be only in the academic sense, because at the public library, yeah, I've seen betrayals, but not to this level, not to this degree. I've seen people get discriminated against, but not to this degree of just flat out ignorance, all to make oneself look good. And like, to be honest, I really don't even really want to be here anymore. Like, it is beyond just affecting my mental health with all of these other influences getting in the way of me actually wanting to do work. But I found myself again. Like, even though things may have not worked out in this career, and I don't mind giving it up, because it's like, I wanted to be a writer since I was 16 years old. Been writing poems since before then. I even got published before I was 16. And it's like, working in libraries, I thought would be a good like income base, but that's if I want to continue to play it safe. I can do that. And honestly, every great person always has to take a risk. Playing it safe has not always been the bet to do, because it's like, I could sit here and continue to obey others, and tell them what they want to hear, but yet be decaying on the inside, or I can actually do what I want to do. And honestly, I'm probably going to go the other route. And it's really sad that I'm not the first person this has happened to. There are many people who just give up because of other people. Like, people get in the way of aspiring librarians, and it's sad. It's bad enough we have book bans going on, people trying to take away our jobs, take away our tenure, and now it's like the people that actually want to do some work, actually want to spread, activism in libraries, they're all getting really cut down by the roots from all the old heads. And that's just being honest. It's sad that this is a reoccurring problem, and honestly, it's like, if I stay any longer, it's just going to affect me, and I don't like that. Because I only left the public library because of my coworkers, and starting to see that same way in the academic sense, but it's not coworkers, it's management, full-on management. Like, geez, I'd rather be cussed out by patrons than to be dealing with this type of management. Like, it's scary, the type of things that they will try to get you to do. Like, and the way they use people is just absolutely crazy. Like I said, my initial aspect was to post content about libraries, which I still will. It's just, I don't really see myself in the future anymore. And honestly, it's just something I wanted to try. And it's really sad, because I don't think it has anything to do with race. Even though I'm at the black college, I think it still has to do with the fact of self-gratification, because I've seen it happen at PWI, but they act more professional over there as well. But it's just, I wanted to have an opportunity to be an archivist, to have my work, to have my name on my work. And it is happening, and it also is not. And the fact of what is not having my name on is dealing with outreach. And that's one thing I absolutely just love to do. And I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna still do it, but I don't have to be working here in order to still do it. I have, honestly, thank God for social media, have the internet. And honestly, just keep going and keep trying. But since I recently acquired a MacBook, I'm definitely going to be showcasing more of me writing, because I have so many manuscripts that I started writing at 16 years old, between 16 and I want to say like probably 2021, I have an entire like case of stories unwritten, just ideas written down. And right now I'm writing down ideas as well from experiences I've had so far being in Texas for, it's been 7-8 months now. Like, I can't keep track anymore, but I know in February I'll be 1 year. And I am already like planning, like having a full-blown plan on how to publish, how to actually do this and be successful at it, because there is no other option for me. This is the only thing I actually like to do, because in the next 3 months I'm going on 3 different trips. Now, one of them I did pay for because it's my birthday, but the other 2 are completely paid, all expense paid. And all I did was write a personal statement about myself and working in libraries, because I know I have a passion for this and other people can see it too. But it's the fact of management cannot see it, and they will try to, you know, hinder you. And I have been hindered for far too long, and I'm tired of it. And like I said, I chased this to just see if I can actually do it, and I know I can. But it's like, what do you do when you have people try to get in the way of that? You know? So this is me giving an update. It's going on 5 minutes, but I need to get this off my chest because I feel like I was just suffocating sitting at my desk. But when I'm outside of work, I feel 10 times better. When I'm at home, I feel amazing. Like, honestly, I will just work from home and write my book. Like, I don't mind doing that. Like, I sat here and got a master's degree, but a certification in archival studies. And like I said, I wanted to give it a try. And I know that I can do this. But like I said, what do you do when you have somebody superior over you trying to dictate your life, dictate what you do, who you work with? That's no way to live. And it's sad that I had to be reminded by someone that was 23 years old to look at me in my face and say, Evelyn, you're 28. You're young too. You don't have to deal with this. You have so much life to live. I had a 23-year-old tell me that. It's time I lived that life and published some books. Hey y'all, just wanted to hop on here real quick, and honestly, the last couple videos I've been talking about how I chased this dream that I no longer really am interested in doing anymore because of external forces, being stagnant, not being progressive, and me realizing something that was a part of me this entire time that I never considered, which was doing outreach. Like, I'm doing everything else but that, and it wasn't until I got here and I realized what was lacking and what I wanted to fulfill that need, but everything is stopping me from doing it, including working with the very people, community leaders, people who are actively doing projects in the community, who work on campus. Can't work with them because of personal beef and drama that you will not believe is going on in the library. And so because I'm reconsidering things, I kind of want to start this like mini series of A Dream Revisited. And that's basically what these videos are going to be about, because today I actively started looking for other jobs, just being honest. I've been here for almost, in February will be a year. And if I make it that long, cool. But if I find something else, I will not pass up another opportunity where I can do not research. I do research now. I meant outreach. And it's funny because I started in the public library and I was doing outreach for 2.5 years. And I kept wanting something more, something better. And you never know what you're supposed to be doing until you realize that you was already doing it, but you left that area because you wanted something else. But we never know what's really best for us until we like go after what we want, but it wasn't really what we needed. Or, you know, you got people in positions who will stop you. And I kid you not, like, I just posted a new YouTube video about academic libraries. And the reason I'm honestly okay with leaving the whole academic library sense, because I done seen too much cutthroat stuff happen and not enough outreach and actually building a relationship with the community, with the family legacies that are here. the generations of families that keep coming back, like no type of interaction. We do our jobs and we make sure we look good and publish articles and win awards, being great librarians. It's like, nah, this is not how I imagine my Black librarianship going. And so I want to continue to update you guys on what's going on, because I'm going to have to reach out to some connects. Because I always say, if you're going to leave a job, all you need is 3 references. Just 3 people to speak for you. And then let your actions speak for yourself, because I've already made my name known here in Texas. I have made my imprint. But I want to make a bigger mark on HBCUs, because there is a lack that even if I don't get to fulfill it completely, I will leave something behind in order to guide you to complete that lack, because that lack should not be there. Like, honestly, it's bad enough how people perceive, you know, my race, my culture, and then HBCUs. It's like, we have come such a long way, and there is such excellence here. It is amazing. Like, I am so glad I got to witness this. Like, honestly, one of the best places ever, some of the best people I've met, encouraging me, uplifting me. And I feel like that is what's gonna help me go on to the next level, for me to like sit here and realize what I wanted to do, I originally did in the beginning. And working in libraries, just being a computer aide, helping people fill out job applications and resumes, and connecting with people, connecting with the community. I want to do that again. Like, I did that at the public library, so it's like, I might go back and do it. Just must be a ghost in here. But anyway, yeah, so this will be me starting this new series. I like doing series, and also
here's what I found.
I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, y'all, so I'm on the next part of this episode, which I didn't expect to record today, but I guess inspiration and thoughts hit me, because every day I drive 30 miles to work and go home. That's a lot of time to think. And I really am sitting back and thinking to myself, why did I get into archives? Like, I know I took the classes, I got the certification, but it's like, why did I really do this? And honestly, I'm just remembering, I used to write essays on activism in archives, and how people will go out of their way. They will go to state legislators, they will march, they would press the issue of like getting, you know, fixing how collections are described, fixing the rules. Like right now we are going through like committees being formed of correcting cataloging rules, description rules. We're getting rid of offensive language in archives, and it's an ongoing thing. And honestly, I feel like that's what really got me into this. It wasn't just the work, because that's what I'm doing right now. It's just the work, like organizing boxes and whatnot. And that's pretty much my day-to-day, is organizing boxes, replacing folders. And occasionally I do these educational presentations, which are quite beneficial, honestly, because I miss being around people. And that was the one reason I left cataloging, because I just sat at a desk all day and catalog books, newspapers and journals. And it's like, I really want to do the archivist thing, but I really feel like the reason I wanted that so badly is because of what I was taught in school about activism in archives, initially in libraries, because that also brought to the library space. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers Mr. Rogers from I remember him from the 90s, because, you know, I grew up in the 90s, so I remember his show. And did you know that he went to the Library of Congress to get funding to create a children's program? And love that show. Love Mr. Rogers. Love Between the Lions. I'm that person. And sometimes when I have extremely hard days, just listening to the intro for Between the Lions, like, gets me through. Like, honestly. But that's a segue. But yeah, like, I just had like that stroke of like, you know, like an epiphany, as they call it in the writing world, where it's like, I like activism. I like, you know, pushing the issue, fighting for change. And when I met with resistance, it's like, yeah, you can keep fighting, but at what point do you just realize that things are not going to change anytime soon because of who's in place? And it looks like they're not leaving anytime soon. And it looks like nobody else wants to help you push the issue. And that's initially what I'm dealing with right now. I'm dealing with resistance, that nobody wants to push the issue. Nobody wants to go against this one person that I'm just like, they're a person at the end of the day, no matter their status, their age, their race, height. Like, it's a person. And if they're getting in the way, it's like, son, they, like, the world of libraries and archives are constantly evolving. And we have to adapt to how things are changing, because like now we have technology, and that's like an ongoing issue in archives. It's like, how do we preserve these different media formats when we went from cassette tapes and vinyl records to now everything is streaming? We don't even have CDs anymore. Like, I'm dealing with a collection that has actual filming of people riding on horses for my oral history project, but that isn't a VHS. And we don't have no VHS players. Like, how am I supposed to play that? I have to get it reformatted. It's things like that that, you know, people don't really think twice about. But that's really what, like, working in the archives, we do with old stuff. But also we're trying to incorporate the new, which I am actively, like, taking classes and courses on more of the digital aspect, because I took it in college, but it wasn't really, like, grasped upon teaching you exactly what to do, how to do it. It's just said, like, oh, this is what it's like to deal with digital files. But, like, how do you actually preserve it long term? How do you preserve emails? You know? Like, I'm literally going to another free conference in January to learn more about digital humanities. But, man, when I just had that epiphany, it kind of, like, rocked my boat. Like, I like activism. And I like how activism is also utilized in archives and libraries. Like, that's a real thing. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And like, it took me 10 months to realize, well, not really 10 months, because I mean, yeah, I've been here for 10 months, but it took me, I want to say possibly the last 3 to realize that I have been fighting against resistance, which is what people do in activism all the time. But now it's like, I have to come to a point where, is this still really worth it? Is it worth sitting here fighting the good fight, as they say? But I'm fighting alone. And honestly, there's only so much you can do alone. You need a team. And that's where I'm lacking. And that's where it's always been a constant, like, you know, thing of when you're the only one. And this is why people just leave, go somewhere else. Because I've seen it. And I didn't want to be that person. But it's like, I need a team in order to move forward with what I want to do, how I want to do outreach and community engagement. That's all I keep talking about, I swear, for the last couple of weeks. And it's like, I want to work in this type of position. I don't want to just sit at a desk. Like, I've done that, and I know I'm introverted at times, but I am extroverted when it comes to doing the right thing, getting the right thing done. And I've always been that way. That's been instilled in me since I was a child. I would always stand up against bullies, stand up against what was wrong. I stood up against family members who were wrong. I stood up against authority figures. And people would tell me all the time how I was like an improper child. But it's like, son, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you you're wrong. And you need to change yourself. Like, for real. Like, you need to change this. You need to not treat this person this way. Like, I have always been like this. And it's taking me 28 years to realize that, yo, this is what I should really be pursuing. It's just, I thought I could do it in archives, and in some places you can. But also, I'm coming to realize you need a team as well. Because like I said, I'm by myself doing this, and it's tiresome. I'm getting burnt out. No one should be getting burnt out at a job within 6 months of being hired, which is during the probation period. That should not be happening. But that is literally what happened to me. And it made me so sad, because I was so excited to be working here. But it's like, I could only do so much. I've had 2 different opportunities stolen away from me. And in those opportunities, my ideas were stolen. And I kind of told myself, when I realized, once again, I've been robbed. I've been I've been taken advantage of, that I will not put myself in a position again, that I will fight the resistance. I will be in position to where I will have a team to do this. And like, even with my publishing company that I'm establishing now and registering my imprint name, it's like, I'm literally going to hire a team because I know I can't do this alone. And I've learned so much with being an entrepreneur, and I'm constantly evolving, learning new skills, and being around the right people does take effect. Like, it's wild to think, like, me doing this, a dream revisit, is really putting things into perspective for me, and I'm kind of glad. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying, because this is, I just have to record in the moment. I'm in the car, I'm on the way home. So yeah, but I try to post whatever I can and see what sticks for now. See you next time.